Hi, sisters and friends and bookkeeping mamas. It's Trevonna Parker here. I am a bookkeeping mama and a bookkeeping advocate, and I welcome you to Bookkeeping Mama, Bookkeeping Advocate. My aim is to help you on your journey to financial freedom by helping you to take bookkeeping, lifestyle bookkeeping, where you monitor everything that you're doing. As you guys can see, I'm exercising today. I'm monitoring myself a little bit more, the transactions that I do with my body and my finances, but I'm also an advocate to help you become bookkeepers of your own. And as you know, I help my own children to become bookkeepers, and I would like for you to help your children to become bookkeepers, because my goal is to help us to help our husbands, help our families, to protect our families, nix our mortgages, defeat our debt, tame our taxes, make more, and live free, all while still glorifying Christ. Remember, I help us to avoid paycheck to paycheck living, generational paycheck to paycheck living, or worse, generational poverty. Not chasing wealth, just running from poverty, because it can do a number on families. And if you have any questions, please let me know. But I wanted to make this video about the process that I went through with my current client. So we've already talked about the marketing. I did a Plant the Farm campaign, got a response, and then I set up a discovery call. If you go to my website, prolifebookkeeping.com, you can scroll down to the bottom or click any of the buttons. It'll take you down to the bottom, and it'll show you where you can schedule a discovery call with me if you're one of my potential clients. And in that discovery call, I just ask, so you can just say, hey, bookkeeping services are $500 a month or $300 a month, $150 a month, take it or leave it. Or you can sell yourself without selling yourself. And the way I did it, I sold myself without selling myself by being very curious. I just asked a lot of questions concerning the client's business. I wanted to get into her head. I talked about revenue. I talked about her dreams. I talked about why she's looking for a bookkeeper, the current issues that she has with the bookkeeper, which you can kind of get some of that information inside of the questionnaire form on the scheduler. But I just wanted to know the details. What did it look like last year? What are your goals coming up? How many people are in your office? How open are you to changing this, or just whatever? It was just a really conversational time to just get to know the client, or the potential client at that point. And then I noticed that at the end, we talk about, that's when I got into the pricing. And I gave a general range just because from what I've learned, you want to give a range. You don't want to give someone a solid price because you don't really know what you're going to find. And I'll get into the next step in just a moment. But I gave a range, and there was a little hesitancy. And I want to just alert you guys to the fact that when there's hesitancy in your pricing, that does not mean that you have to budge. What you can do is ask the question, oh, so what were you thinking? And what were you expecting to get with that price? Or maybe not that word, but what were you thinking the pricing would be? And then you just kind of work from there. We'll maybe have another pricing video another time, as I'm just, really learning this process. Not learning the process. I've done marketing for years, but this new process with bookkeeping and clients that are going to be on a recurring monthly revenue, that's something that I'm working on understanding. But so after that call, I explained that, hey, I'm going to need you to send me your login, not your login, excuse me, the invitation to explore your books. Either you can send me the invitation through your bookkeeping platform, which currently I'm using QuickBooks, or you can send me your most recent 3 months of banking from your credit card and your banking accounts. Now, what I found since I've been doing bookkeeping for this client, you really want to ask for the bank statements. You want to ask for the credit card. You want to ask for any Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. You want to know all of that, because sometimes those transactions don't connect to the bank feed. And so as you're doing a pricing quote, or you're looking at things and trying to see how much work you're going to have to do, you may not get the full picture. I know that now. So definitely, so that's the next step. I had her to send me the invitation I sent out a beautiful email that explained the invitation and what you're supposed to do, because money loves speed. This is something that you should keep aware of. Money loves speed. If you don't allow people the freedom to spend their money in a smooth transition, they're not going to spend it. Because if your process is confusing, it's too much brain power. And I can just go somewhere else. I don't want to be confused, because now I feel like if I'm confused at the beginning, then you're going to be confusing me every single month. So make the process really smooth. I found a beautiful onboarding service, which I see here. There are a lot of competition, but I'm using currently Dubsado, where once I got the information, I did my pricing, did my quoting. I actually sent a video to her looking through her books and explaining her my diagnostic review, what I found, and what I think will help, and where she currently is. So that's part of that wow factor. Oh, this person is really knowing my books. This person is caring about me. This person is thorough. So I sent that along with the invoice, the contract, and the proposal. Yeah, there was a proposal, there was an invoice, and there's a contract. And I sent it all in one seamless little deal. So get the email, it says your invoice, your proposal is here. You click the proposal, it says this is what we want to offer you, yada yada yada. And then it has like oh, and then you go to the contract. You say yes, okay. Then you click it on there, and then there's the contract, and it'll explain in detail. And I have a really nice contract that I've composed from other bookkeepers that I put together and pulled this and I pulled that. I have my own things and I pulled this. I had it the way I think I wanted to sound at this moment. And then after you say, yes, you sign the contract, then there's an invoice where you can go ahead and make a payment. Now, I will say another thing that I did with my Plant the Farm letters, I made a deadline, sign up by this time, receive $100 off for the first 3 months. So you definitely want to intrigue people. Don't let them play with your time by thinking that they can always call you and always get every discount and always use your time. You want to basically manage expectations at the onset. So that's another portion. So let me go back. We did the Plant the Farm letter where there was a time frame to receive discounts. They call in, they schedule an appointment. Then we have our discovery call. Discovery call is a get to know you session. We're not just shooting prices and going back and forth and finagling. Let me go cheaper because you said this. We're getting the details, their business, getting to know them. And then we get the invite to their software, or we get their transaction, their monthly statements. And then after that, we go ahead and we send them the proposal. They say yes or they say no. If they say no, my process, if she had said no, would have been just more communication. What were you looking for? Why is this price too high? Just kind of figure out the details. Or you said you wanted to go to this level. Tell me what you think it's going to take to get to that level. So anyway, after that payment was made, I was in her books. I was in her books and I was trying to figure out everything that I could figure out. And of course, the rule is do not do any bookkeeping. Do not do anything until you're paid. I don't care if the person says, yes, I totally want to go with you. We seem like a great fit. Yeah, go ahead and you can get started. Do nothing until you're paid. Guys, we're learning to free ourselves from the burden of other people using us in ways that don't benefit our families. Do not do anything until someone says yes with the dollar, okay? That's the official yes in business. If you say yes and you haven't paid me anything, we're not talking about accounts receivable and things like that. You wait until you are paid. And then what else was I gonna say? Oh, what I did was, because I'm still learning the deeper bookkeeping aspects, I kind of hired one of my old coworkers to be quality control for me. So pay her a monthly fee for the first 3 months of onboarding while I'm onboarding clients, to help me to navigate the books and understand exactly what's going on or anything that I missed, which is totally fine. I can pay an outside QC person anyway, which is, it should be standard practice as you're doing a business. You want outside quality control overseeing some of the things that you do, just to make sure that second set of eyes, especially as you're going through so many different things and as your clients increase. So I kind of hired her. I created a contract for her as well, waiting for her to go ahead and sign that. But we have been working together. We go through, we look at the books and make sure that everything's okay. And so that's the process that I've been going through. And one of the reasons why you guys have not seen me in a while, my little pumpkin is waking up and heading over here. So I think that's it for now. So you guys have a great day. Remember to keep your money safe, but more importantly, keep your soul safe. And if you have any more questions about that, the information is in the description of the video. Bye now. Hey, baby.